Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so finally getting around doing the Xtron Pro review. So basically, best way to do that would be to actually go to the XMaker OvoBot website. And I found out the best way to actually use the site is pretty much go through the tutorials and stick with the blocks version of the programs. This way you don't run into a whole bunch of weird hardware issues and you know stuff's going to work as intended. And plus, you know what, this is supposed to be the PCI level. We're not trying to do this for grad students, so let's get this going. So they got the instructions here on the screen for you guys to kind of play around with the stuff. So first, you got to open up the scene. Then you go to set color, drag and drop it here. Play it around to start. And you want to change your background color, you can go ahead and do that. So let's make this baby blue. And we'll hit next, see what else they want us to do in here. I already did that, so we can go to next. Go to your sprites or your images. Set sprite. And this should be your character model that you put into your game. Kind of already played around with this a little bit, so okay, that's as neat as I thought I was going to do it. So let me erase this. Yeah, let's see. Go to my assets. What does this let me do? Nope. Got to do this in the editor. Or I can go to gallery and cheat a little bit and use a predefined sprite since I'm lazy. I don't feel like drawing stuff. And let's see what type of sprite I can use. And let's go with the bootleg Pikachu. Hit done. Now, I already kind of put around with the drawing as downloaded one because I didn't feel like drawing it. So we'll go to next again. Sprite is there, so now we get the controller part, and this is where something can get a little funky. So this is how you set the characters actually be able to move up and down. So you want to test it. So right now it is like it's working good. As sprite is a little too big, so let's get the smaller sprite. There we go. Don't want to take up too much real estate, so now we can do all this with it. Let's go to next. Now we need another sprite, so sprite 2 will be an item that you're going to collect. And this will actually be a food type because you want the character to eat the pizza. Go to gallery, grab the pizza. They need to go ahead. I'm just disappointed they don't have Ninja Turtles in here, but you know it is what it is. So we got Charizard instead of Michelangelo getting the pizza. Sorry to set the food. Okay, we got sprite overlay. This is the food. Now you want to play the overlap. You want to actually add points. So now you go back to info. Go to change score. Add this here. So now they're going to get extra point every time they hit the pizza. Now you want to randomize like when the pizza is going to be. So now you go back over to sprites. Go to set sprite position. Plug this right into this overlay portion. Move over again. So now we gotta add some math to it. Yep, keep going. You want to make sure to set the pizza so it knows, hey, we're gonna make this the pizza. Now we go to add some math to it, so it does the randomization. So this has it go to a different X coordinate and a different Y coordinate every time you run the game. Okay. Okay, so now we gotta tell where we want the original variables to be before it starts moving everything all over the place. So X10, Y60, and here it's gonna be X10, Y120. And now we gotta do some other stuff to add a little bit to it. So right here in the, for overlay, add a timer so the thing will keep repeating. You only got 10 seconds to grab the pizza every time you play it. Hit next, and now it's done. Oh! And of course, we got to save it. No, it's still going. Had to compile it, so now this virtually be your controller doing the mouse clicks. As you see, the points are going up. And that's enough of this one, so we can close out of here. Let's go to home. Oh, wait, one more thing. You can also download it. Choose your hardware. You have the Xtron controller, so that's good. So you download from here and you're good to go. Let it recompile everything. It's functional. Then you download it to your hardware once you have it hooked up to your USB. So now we're done with this. We can exit out of that. And yes, I overcomplicated this tutorial because I was trying to do way too many things at once. Okay, so now we got side-scrolling Galaga. Hit OK. Let's go. Go to sprites, Set my sprites. Snap that in. Hit next. Go control and move sprites. That's where I get too happy. Turns out I had to scroll down. You want to make this a space plane variable. Hit OK. Now we go to sprites. See if there's any planes in here. Okay, we need planes going in the opposite direction. Everything's going left. We need to go right. Da, 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 da. Okay, this is going to be like an Atari ship. All right. There's not that much real estate to work with. So this is 200. Get a different speed. So controls are good. Okay, hit next. Get that boy on the screen. And also there are error messages like you would have in a regular program or IDE. Boom. So now you can't go beyond those boundaries. So there is a screen array and it gets stays within that array so you don't end up with a buffer overflow when this thing actually runs. Hit next. You got 3 lives. Go to next. Now we gotta find projectiles, so set that block in there. Then you want to change these variables to 200 and 0. Go to next. Okay, so on game update, so it's every second. Because a millisecond is 1,000 seconds. There you go. Disturb enemy. Rename this to bogey. Then we draw the enemy ship. Yeah, probably name it this white. Hold up. Or green. Black screen. Bam, 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 bam. And make it bigger. Do these little Atari thingamabobs. Go to next. Set my sprite. Okay, horizontal. Gonna be -100. This is gonna be 0. Okay, we hit next. All right. Grab a set sprite. Another one of these. Change this boy to, okay, it's automatically set to bogey. Okay, I should need to get rid of this. Set X and Y position. There we go. Change this. Go to math. Put this right up in here. Make that random. Boom, and a Y. Set X to 160. So now we got the aliens moving at different parts of the screen. It is 5 and 115. Okay, now we have like your classic Atari. So I guess collision detection is next. Go to sprites, set all destroy. Turn this puppy on. That way we'll be killing your memory. So basically you have your container. So you create a dynamic variable. Now you got to destroy a dynamic variable. We'll go over that a little bit more in C++ programming. Also, so you know, I just say don't waste resources. A little more code down here. Go to projectile. Enemy. Hit next. Okay, so I guess this means okay, will this be a flare? No, fire. Go back one. Let's go to next. Go to info. Okay, so it's throwing the bogey. So pretty much you fire something, hits the bogey, you get a point. All right. So now we got collision detection if I get hit. Okay, changes the enemy. Did the camera shake? Go to info. And you lose a life when that happens. Kind of figured out they said the sprite would be your actual plane. Hit next. Now this thing should be working. Yeah, a little bit of bugs there, so now refresh it. And the buttons aren't working. Some reason. Okay, so that basically ends this thing. So basically, you're moving the controller around. Probably 'cause we didn't have a chance to actually animate the bullets, and because it's a black background. So let me see what happens if I go to game, or so I say screen. Okay, probably need to change the background colors. And that's about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and end the video right now. Just died multiple times.